The number one reason most people take a DNA test is to reveal their ancestry. 47-year-old Glenn has never known the identity of his father. He wants to find out if analysing his DNA may finally reveal his ethnicity. Hi, Glenn. Hello,
How you doing?
mate. How are you?
Not bad.
I'm
You?
Stacey. Yes, spot on, thank you. Nice to meet you.
Thanks for coming.
Hair's all over the shop. It's quite windy out there.
Don't have that problem.
It's
I'm
no,
afraid.
can't relate. It's beautiful round here, really pretty.
I'm blessed to be here.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's like a secret garden, isn't it? You green-fingered?
Not really.
No, me neither. Oh, look at this.
Under the apple trees for us.
Under the apple trees, that'll do. I'd say your kids love it here, do they?
We've had some good times here.
Yeah. Are you happy to talk me through what your DNA question is?
I want to know where I'm from. I've never known my dad. Everything I've known has been what I'm considering guesswork. I grew up in care.
You know who your birth mother is, right?
Yes.
What was your relationship like with her? Did you ever say, who's my dad?
I've asked the question a few times, and she didn't really know anything. So there's, no judgment there. It's just, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it was a short relationship, and it was done with.
What was it like decades ago, growing up mixed race, in a place like Oxfordshire?
I sort of felt out of place. So like I stuck out like a sore thumb being, the one brown child in the town.
And did you always feel like that?
That is something I've carried with me, yeah. I was conceived in Scotland, born in Oxford. Stayed with my mum for about a couple of years, had a bunch of foster parents. I then went into various different children's homes, and then I had long-term foster parents. I must have been about 6 or 7 when I first realised my skin colour was different. Growing up in a white family was all I knew. My foster family were a very caring family, but I didn't have any role models of colour. But I remember coming back from a school break and LL Cool J was around. Some of the cool kids latched onto that. You look like this man. And I loved it. I went with it. I can remember him just stood there looking cool. LL Cool J sort of saved me in a way. When he was on the screen, he was just like it was like, pow, I'm bad.
It sounds like you don't know what your heritage looks like or what your culture looks like.
I would agree. I know I look a certain way, but I don't have anything backing that up. I think these questions of my ethnicity have become harder as an adult. I've been to a couple of weddings where the majority of the hall is are black people. And I sort of found myself leaning towards the white table, as it were. I know I'm me, yeah, but I'm missing parts. Over the years, when people have asked me where I'm from, when I say Oxford, people look at me, no, but where are your people from? And I just don't know.
That must be really hard.
Yeah. If I could look on a map and go, my people were from here, that'd be grand.
What are you excited about?
I'm excited about having information, definitive information,
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got everything to gain, really nothing to lose.
Glenn is wondering if Chori and the team might be able to give him some answers about his ancestry by analysing his DNA.
Come on in, come sit down.
Hello.
Hello. It's lovely to meet you.
And you?
So you'd like to know what your ancestry is?
Yeah. My big question, I suppose, is where am I from? I don't know anything about my dad other than he was a sailor in Glasgow.
Okay. Glasgow is a port city. Your dad could have been from absolutely anywhere in the world.
Wow.
We know a bit about your mum's side, don't we?
Yeah. My mum is English.
That's actually really useful because that allows us to park that over there and then we can concentrate on the DNA that we think comes from your father's side. Okay, so you will have an X chromosome that comes from your mum. You'll also have a Y chromosome that comes from your biological father. So only men have it.
Okay.
They got it from their biological father, who got it from their biological father, going back through time.
So that's the bit you can trace back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it tells you something about your paternal line going all the way back. And the really nice thing about the Y chromosome is that you find different types in particular parts of the world. Do you have any thoughts as to where you think it might be from?
Not really. I mean,
Yeah.
not really. I've spent a fair bit of time in my younger days walking around looking at people again. He's about as dark as me, she's about as dark as me, I wonder. You know what I mean? And yeah.
Just by looking at somebody, you can't tell what their ancestry is. Actually, you get the same pigmentation in various parts of the world, for example. So it's not like you can look at someone and go, oh, they're definitely from there. It really could be ancestry from anywhere. So obviously, you're going on quite a journey with this. We've got social workers, we've got counselors, you've got me. Don't hesitate for a second. Give us a call and we will be right there.
I will do. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to finding out. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Flashlight.
Yeah.
When the road is long, I look into the sky, I wish that I could fly, and I sing along. 'Cause you're my flashlight, you're my flashlight. I think we're getting better.
No.
Glenn is yet to receive the results of his DNA test. As he's never met his dad, he hopes it will finally reveal his ancestry.
Come on.
Trying to find my roots has been the most important thing.
Good boy.
Becoming a father and having my own children has certainly made me want to know more. I deserve to be able to pass both sides of my heritage to my children. I carry my father's side with me. That's there in here. It's in here, bumping around. To have that unlocked would be a blessing.
Let's take a seat.
Before he gets his results, Glenn's meeting with his local mentoring charity group.
I'm going to open up some space now to talk a little bit about what it is that brought you to be here.
Over the last couple of years, I've done a fair bit of work on myself. The experiences I've had in my life in growing up, being in children's homes, being in some trouble, I've had to look at those bits of me that I've not wanted to look at before, bits that gnaw away and do damage. I just want to be the best dad I can to my kids, be the best man I can. I'm grateful you've all turned up for today. This search, it's taken a lot of my energy. Having the support means the world. When we talk about ancestry, I feel a hand on one shoulder, but I feel it missing on the other shoulder.
I've got no idea what you're going through with this, but stand with you, as always.
Thank you very much.
Take a spot in the center of the circle. Come and put a hand on Glenn.
Thank you, man.
Today, Glenn is back at the University of Leicester for his DNA test results.
Hello.
Hello.
It's so nice to see you again.
And you?
So, when we met the first time, you came and you said that you were really interested in finding out about your biological father's ancestry. So what we did was you took DNA test and we compare your DNA against nearly 30 million people worldwide. And there's populations from all around the world represented in these databases. So what the computer does, it will take your DNA and then it'll go, okay, where are we getting the closest match to? And it starts to give you an answer as to where your ancestry is from. We actually got some really clear results for you. Your DNA from your biological father's side is pointing to him coming from Trinidad.
Hold on just 1 second.
Yeah.
My dad is, well, my people are from, I'm sorry, it's a lot to take in. I don't suppose you've got a map on your tablet?
I do. Let me show you on a map. Trinidad's here, off Venezuela. It was a British colony until 1962. So about a third of the population claim African ancestry, and that is exactly what we're seeing in your DNA. So the biggest matches that we're getting are coming from Nigeria. So a bit over.
My daughter was right.
Was she? Did she think that?
That's what she said.
Yeah. So that is your biggest matches coming from Nigeria. But you're also getting Mali, Congo, Cameroon. From 1450 to the early 19th century, over 12 million Africans were brought over as part of the slave trade, and that's completely fitting with what we're finding. You've got a little bit of Spanish in you, and that actually really fits because Trinidad was a Spanish colony.
Aye.
And you're getting a little bit as well of indigenous South American, and again, that completely fits because obviously the first people to kind of people Trinidad were coming from South America.
It's just mad to see it and know it's where I'm from. I'm lost for words. I don't know what to say. It's going to take a while to digest, but thank you. You've given me more than I've ever had. It means a lot. I can't express my gratitude enough.
You are absolutely welcome.
Thank you.
Hello, Glenn.
How are you doing?
I'm all right. How are you doing?
I could do with one of those.
Have a seat. Pretty monumental.
Yes.
Today's a big day.
Today I found out my people are from Trinidad. Mm-hmm. It's just sinking in.
You're half Trinidadian.
Yeah, I kind of wish I was rich and could go on holiday right now. Yeah.
Do you know much about Trinidad?
No.
No.
I can't wait to do some real research. Now I know where to look. It's going to be, well, it's the start of the next journey. Mm-hmm. It's like I've read the last 2 books of the trilogy, yeah, and I've now been given the first book. Yeah, that's kind of how it feels.
What do you think the kids are going to say? What do you think their response will look like?
I've got them tomorrow. I can't wait to see them. I can't wait to tell them. I'm able to give them their history. That's big. That's a big thing.
Glenn, I remember when we were sat in your garden and you said to me, Stacey, I know it's not out of malice, but that question, every time I meet somebody new, where are you from? You know, an innocent question. You said it sort of turned the knife every time.
Yeah, because I'd say I'm from Oxford, and they'd be like, but where are you really from? Now I know. Now I can just say, yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, I am Glenn, and I am from Trinidad. Slowly sinking in.
You should be so, so, so proud.
Thank you.
Thank you.